So Dolittle, this is the latest adaptation of Dr. Dolittle and that series. I've never seen the movie from the original 60s version. I've only seen this character based on the Eddie Murphy movies when I was a kid, as I imagine a lot of kids who grew up at the same time, or just people in general, may have seen the Eddie Murphy ones. And I've always enjoyed those movies, but I was never raving about them so much. It was never the top 10 kid movies of the 90s that I always watched, but I definitely adored the idea of a man who was able to communicate with animals because it's such a really sweet premise. And who wouldn't want to talk to animals? That would be the coolest thing ever. That'd be a great gift to have. So just seeing the trailer and seeing that Robert Downey Jr. was in it and that this was going to be a more imaginative, really kind of Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe that it gave me, I was excited just to see it. I went in with no expectation because, again, it's not like this is the series or the character that I was most excited for. But just having seen the movie, I think the first half of this movie is okay. I laughed a few times and it was entertaining. And then the last half of the movie, I kind of just disconnected. I didn't really have much interest anymore. I didn't really laugh a whole lot, despite the fact that Robert Downey Jr., who's an actor that I really like, it just didn't do it for me by that point. And that includes also the cast of all the voice actors who I love almost everyone that was credited there, but it wasn't enough for me to go out and see it. It's one that I think you should still watch if bored, maybe at home, but you don't have to rush out to see this one. This movie will find its audience. The friends that I went with, they all had a great time. They loved it. They laughed. The audience that we all sat with, they were laughing. And that's great. I think, again, this movie has a charm that will maybe get certain people to laugh. But for me, I just didn't love it. And that's okay. I still think the story and the idea of a man who can talk to animals is a great idea. Maybe there could be another retelling of a Dr. Dolittle later, or just another idea with that same concept. I don't know, but this is one that it's not a throwaway. There was a critic that said he would rather watch Cats again than see this, and I thought, are you kidding me? You pick Cats over this? I didn't agree with that. This is not as bad as Cats. This is not Cats. Whoever wants to watch Cats again, that's really insane. And were we watching the same movie? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. But my point is, this is not as bad as that. You can totally watch it. It's watchable. I just don't think it's great. The CGI, a little bit noticeable at times that it was a little shaky, a little rocky. And that is another sign to me thinking that this movie being dumped in January, because again, like I've said already, January being a month for movies that I feel like studios just don't know where to put them, so they put them out in January. And I feel like Dolittle's the kind of movie that we would expect to come out in March or something to come out at the beginning of summer with a name like Robert Downey Jr. at the front of it, no less. So the fact that it came out in January was just kind of already a bad sign for me. But I was hopeful and I wanted to see it anyway. And again, could be worse. Wasn't the worst movie, but it just wasn't all that great, personally speaking. Yeah, that is my review for Dolittle. If you have seen it or plan on seeing it, let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if it's one of your favorites or whatnot. Let's just discuss. I would love to know what you think. And please subscribe or like or comment to any of the other ones so we can just continue discussing movies. I love it. Thank you guys for checking this video out, and I'll catch you next time.